So it's been a while. It's been about 2 months since we last spoke about the recent cubing news and the cubing updates in the current sphere. But there's just been so many things that have been happening, so many recent events, so many new records and new cubers that have really just simmered in this pot for the past 60 days. So we're going to be back and we're going to present to you the new dish that we call No Comps on Mondays. This is going to be an amazing episode. This is our first video episode. It's incredible. And today is also a very special day because this is the 6-month anniversary of Clicky Studios. So halfway to 1 year.
Let's go.
1 year. So today's topics are going to be Worlds 2025 and the recent new registration system. We're going to be talking about the +2 out of the Skewb world record today. We'll also be talking about the 4th official 16 in FMC Single, set by Jacob Sherwin-Brown. We'll also be talking about Ruhang's 3.24 in Asian Championships, as well as discussing the podium in that competition, and we'll sort of allude to what Worlds is going to be. I think that'll be an interesting conversation. We're going to go next to Brendyn Dunagan's clock results, and then finally, we're going to talk about our personal achievements and goals that we have set for ourselves the past couple of months. So, it's been a while. Like I said, it's been 2 months. So, how about everyone introduces themselves? We'll start off with Will.
Hey guys, I'm Will Clower. You might recognize me from the midstream if you guys tuned in. I think that was the last thing I really did on the channel. That was big. I've been in every podcast episode, I think. I may have missed one, but I'm glad that we're bringing it back. And on cam. So I'm happy to be here.
I'm Zach Reidel. I'm a WCA delegate based out of Pennsylvania, proudly serving the Mid-Atlantic region. I'm not affiliated with Clicky, but I kind of like all these guys, and I try to help out with analysis wherever I can.
What up? I'm Eric. And I eat like a fitness legend, as you can tell. Cereal and a monster.
And a monster.
Oh, good combo. Good combo.
Yeah.
Great.
This is the guy ruining your dreams on CF,
Dude,
guys.
I'm gonna die when I'm 20. Probably.
I don't want that. That's in like a couple of years.
Fair enough.
Anyway, and yeah, you guys know me. I'm Carter Williams. I am the founder and CEO of Clicky Studios, and I'm very happy to be here with the fitness legend himself, Eric Sue, the delegate Zach Reidel, and we'll just say Will Clower, director of analysis, but also just Will Clower.
Alright. I got you.
It's not a bad thing. Anyway,
I'm not a fitness legend. I'll say that. I'm not.
You're not a fitness legend. You're a fitness god. Anyway.
What? No.
I'm just trying to bring you up game. With that being said, let's talk about Worlds 2025. So the most important thing to come out of that is, at least the most relevant as of today, is registration is open for Phase 1. Ooh, Phase 1. We're all Phase 1 competitors. Is that correct?
We are all Phase 1.
Yeah.
Eric and Will Phase 1 and only 1 events, because they're a bunch of lames. But
Wow, okay.
Carter and I, we're multifaceted.
How many events do you have?
2, but like it's more than 1.
3.
One of yours is Mega
Me
Mix.
when somebody asks me how many Brentells I have left.
3.
Yeah.
I
Sure.
would have been Phase 1 for 2 events if like Skewb and Pierre were the same cutoff, but they're not.
It's true.
All right.
Anyway, so as Phase 1 registration winds down, currently we're hitting almost 700 competitors for Worlds. That's a lot. That means there's about 1,300 spots left, and that's going to be decided in Phase 2. So that's the second fastest group of competitors in the WCA. Then we have 4 phases in total. So there's Phase 3 and there's Phase 4. But Phase 2 has a lot more competitors than Phase 1. So there is a very decent chance that Worlds registration is going to fill up during Phase 2, or at least it could get very close. What are your guys' thoughts of that? Like, I want to just so that putting yourself in that situation, we're all very privileged to be phase one competitors, but I can't imagine how nerve-wracking it is, even if you're in phase three or even if you're in phase two. So, you're kind of just banking on a lot of things that aren't in your control, just simply because of your results. And, Worlds is a huge opportunity, especially in the United States. And yeah.
Well, if I can start us off as I did last time before Carter was using the wrong microphone and we had to
Alright, shut up.
completely re-record this entire episode.
All right, chill.
We've been here for an hour and a half.
There was an issue with phase one registration, as all four of us were aware, and all 700 other people who were signing up, and the entirety of CF, and every other cubing circle knew. There is an issue with some of the software and the new registration system on the website specifically. There just wasn't enough server power to be able to handle like 700 people coming in to try and register all at once. The software team did make an announcement about that. You can find that on the WCA forums. Sorry. But from what it sounds like, it was a very simple mistake, and they are going to have it fixed for the next phase opening. As you mentioned, there's 1,300 spots open for phase two. Maybe I know you talked about it's got to be like a little nerve-wracking. I personally believe anyone in phase two that wants to sign up for Worlds, as long as they are ready at 9 a.m., they're going to be able to secure a spot, or at least they're more than likely to secure a spot than they think. Because I mean, if you're there waiting and ready, I find it very unlikely that like 1,300 people are going to beat you out in clicking a green button and putting in your card details. So I'm hopeful for those in phase two. I'm not sure if it's going to fill up though before it hits phase three.
Yeah, I've seen from some people saying, "Oh, I'm confident it won't fill up phase two," but like in my mind, it's kind of like 50-50, maybe even more like 60-40 that it will fill up.
50-50, it does or it doesn't.
Right.
Well, yeah. So I don't know, but it is surprising to see just how many people have registered already, I guess. Like, I know, there's a lot of active world-class solvers, but it's an expensive competition to go to. I mean, especially for everyone, every Asian cuber and European cuber and so on. I don't know. I mean, obviously, the largest density, I think, for just one country is American cubers, but that's still like a really far away for us on the East Coast.
Yeah.
So it's not a guarantee that everyone can make it.
I will say if I can hop back in before we move on to our other to Eric and Carter, who I'm sure have lovely thoughts. I did ask on Facebook in the WCA statistics community group for a stats query on how many people qualified for each event compared to how many people registered for it. Because there's a lot of people who have phase one, like you mentioned, that just didn't sign up, that are maybe inactive cubers, or they just don't want to go to Worlds. And the average for about each event, I'll send this photo so you can hopefully get it up on screen since we're doing video now. It's averaging out at about 33% of people who qualified for phase one in an event actually signed up for Worlds. I know that was one of their original goals when creating the phase system, is that it would fill up about 33 or 25 to 33% each phase and progressively get more filled. We're already kind of seeing that. So maybe phase two will actually be even easier to register for than we believe.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like phase two, I think it's a pretty good chance it won't fill, because we're looking at phase one, like percentages and stuff like that. But people in phase one, if they qualify, they're more inclined to go because they're faster. So if you're phase
That's
2
true.
and you're not as fast, you're less inclined to go. So I feel like even though there's a lot more people in phase 2, like we won't see huge numbers.
It's true. We'll say though that 1,300 people, it is a lot. But how fast did Worlds registration fill up last year? That was a similar competitor limit, right?
I don't know.
I don't
It
know.
filled
I
up
didn't
within
know.
days. I know. I knew it fill up quickly. It wasn't like sluggish.
Well, because it was like everyone.
Wasn't it? Was it a smaller competitor size?
I know it's larger than US Nats in 2023 because
I think it was, but not. It wasn't 2,000 people.
it was not 2,000 people, but in terms of like the 1,300, were there more than 1,300 people there, or it was something similar? But there's also like some
Yeah,
offsets
something
because there's offsets because it didn't have the phase registration. They had it was his first come first serve, so yeah. Euros was also a mess in terms of registration too as well. So I'm glad that we kind of got that out of the way. That's just a thing.
Eric, can you stop switching screens
Oh,
or use another
Your
light
camera
source?
flashing between like fully black and like just your face.
It looked like a
I'm
horror
so
movie.
sorry.
Anyway, here is the nightmare
This
scenario.
this is why you must watch the No Comps on Mondays podcast instead of just listening to it. Now available in video format on Spotify and YouTube.
Such a sellout. Anyway,
I'm a shill. I'm a shill.
see me fall into the shadows every 3 seconds.
anyway,
Yeah.
let's talking about the nightmare scenario I kind of envisioned is that what if there is a number of competitors that's like maybe like 1,200 in phase 2 register for argument's sake. That means there's only going to be like 100 spots left for phase 3, or even worse. Let's like push the boundaries. Let's say there's like 1,290 people, and there's 10 spots left
for phase 3.
That would
Good
be
luck.
incredibly.
Just one left.
That would be
That would be
just.
so funny to watch.
Dude, 12.99 before phase 3.
I don't know how that could happen. I mean,
I'm more inclined the closer that it gets to 1,300 or to the closer that it gets to filling up, people are gonna be like, okay, I can't think on this any longer. I can't wait another phase. I need to sign up now and then decide later if I want to not go.
right.
But
Yeah.
if it does end up being like just 10 spots left, God, is that going to make for some great content? Like the 10
like-
heroes of Worlds 2025.
I don't know. At the end of the day, I know a lot of people that signed up, but then like they don't know if they can go. So like wait lists is gonna definitely help some people.
Yeah.
No, that is true.
So you know, there's always that.
I will say though that I guess we just want to wrap up Worlds really quickly because it is very far out. It's still like if I'm counting right, like 8 months away. That's a long time, but it's also not that long either. And just to say, we're really excited. I think all 4 of us are registered because we're all phase 1. We got our hotels and lodging set up already. Airfare is still really expensive, so I gotta work that out. But
Airfare, we're cooked. Like
Dog, I'm a walk, bro. I'll leave now.
Dude, July 4th weekend.
God,
if we have another NAC fiasco where like
I'm so glad that didn't happen to me.
dude,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
I'm
dude.
so glad I was unaffected.
Oh.
But I know
I
wasn't
so
affected because
glad
I wasn't there.
I know
was in Michigan.
there was people that were like completely screwed over by it. I know.
Yeah.
People spent
think-
literal nights in the airport. Like
think
that's crazy.
I think the Kananis got some setbacks. A couple other people.
I know
I
Elijah
think
Brown
some
got a
people
really
on
bad
staff
setback.
or something. Yeah. Shout out Sun Country, my goat. They didn't go down.
What did I take? I think I took United. United is my goat.
I think I was on American. Whatever Sean Mack and his family were
I'm just
flying.
gonna do the cheapest one.
a Spirit.
This is gonna age. This is gonna
Spirit.
age like so poorly.
It's like just doing a cut right now to the like the
Yeah,
screen
it's
where it
me
says
in the
like
airport.
arriving now.
Me in the airport's like, hey guys, I've been here for 30 hours.
Yeah, we jinxed it already, didn't we? But
Yeah.
we're really excited, and yeah, we're gonna discuss it more pretty much every 2 weeks at this point because we just can't wait. All right, so +2 out of Skewb world record.
Yeah.
0.69. Well, you should start off with this. I think.
Okay.
You're probably the
day
most...
of recording. Yeah, so Jonathan fires Medeiros. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's
You
a
got
Brazilian
this, man.
name. +2 out of world record, 0.69 single, and it was a really, really nice scramble. It was double sledge -1, like first.
It was pure pie, but the first move was already done.
Yeah.
So it was a 7-move solution that was one lookable by like anyone who has solved a Skewb before in under 4 seconds.
Yeah. Well, you have to know how to do the it regripless to be able to get a time like that. But I thought I put this on the list of podcast topics because I thought it would fly under the radar for anyone like not in the Skewb community.
Good.
I
don't even
like
think
0.69. That's there are not a lot of scrambles that can be sub 0.7, and that's nearing like the max of what the Skewb world record single could be, which is like low 0.5.
I didn't even see CF talk about this at all, so it's unfortunate, but like it's bound to happen.
And I think
Skewb's a terrible event for +2s.
Yeah. Well, this reminds me of what was it, like Curtis Chai +2 of like 0.93 Skewb single or something.
Yeah, I was there.
I don't remember where that was. Yeah.
It was New England
Like,
Championship. Yeah.
Yeah.
We did live stream it, but we didn't. Curtis Chai was on, I think, the bottom, on like one of the bottom tables, so we weren't able to capture him, or capture the moment, but we were able to capture his reaction, which is, it was really sad.
Yeah, Skewb +2s are brutal, but then like it is single, so
yeah, single doesn't matter.
It really doesn't. It just depends on the scramble.
All right, so we're gonna be talking about the FMC bracket now. We did lose an Eric here, but that's fine. Let's talk about the FMC world record single that was set during our hiatus. Jacob Sherwin Brown, his 16-move FMC single world record. What are your thoughts about it?
Yeah.
First of all,
fourth one, guys. Are we hitting a wall in FMC? Like,
no.
This is
like, I know it's like exponentially harder to get to a lower move count, but four is kind of crazy.
Honestly, like it's FMC's gonna FMC. Like I'm not calling it a scramble dependent event because like even with the scramble, this is like I think this was the easiest solution to a 16 we found so far. Maybe and unless we count Sebastiano's. But this one had no nifs inside of it. He stayed on a normal scramble the entire time. For those maybe not as in tune with FMC, there is a method called NISS, NISS, stands for Normal Inverse Scramble Switch. It's used by just about everybody. Like everybody uses NISS, is it allows you to basically have 2 scrambles to look for good cases, and you're able to switch between them anytime you want. So if you run into a roadblock where like you have like a bad F2L case, not that you'd be doing F2L at like a high level, but you get me. You can maybe switch to the inverse and find a better case and then switch back. This was a linear 16-move solution, and it all like was very easy to spot. Like simple EO, simple DR, HDR, smooth finish. It was just impressive solving.
Yeah. And Carter, you interviewed the two FMC world record holders that we haven't mentioned yet. So what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, Levi and Aiden. I've interviewed 50% of the FMC world record single holders.
Yeah.
2 out of 4.
It's a weird stat.
Okay. It is a weird stat. Yeah, interviewing them. Well, first of all, it's kind of, is this the first time in WCA history where 4 people have held a world record?
Is it?
Might not be. I don't know.
I'd have to check, but if it's gonna happen anywhere, it's gonna be with FMC.
It would happen now.
It would be another FMC thing.
Yeah, and I think considering that, it is historic. Both that being said, Aiden and Levi, when they first got the world record, they were like, wow, like I didn't even know I was gonna get a 16. They weren't like locking themselves in the room like, I'm gonna get this FMC world record single. I'm gonna get an FMC world record. They weren't like that in terms of they deserved it, but they weren't going for it. So I do wonder if because it is sort of luck based in terms of the scramble. Like not all scrambles are gonna have that 16 move solution. It's, first of all, that's impossible, at least from what we know. I'm pretty sure it's confirmed that the optimal is 20 for every scramble generated. So
it can be easier than 20. It'll never be harder than 20. I think someone did. I can't remember. I remember seeing either like 5 or 15% for a 16 move optimal solution for like a scramble like that. But then also like that's just like if a computer can find it, or if that is the optimal, that doesn't count for human error or ability.
That's fair. And the 15 is probably it sounds insane that first of all there's a 16, but the 15, it's crazy, but I think the only way this can happen is if FMC solvers, if the best FMC solvers possible just keep grinding and keep grinding and keep grinding, we might actually get there. It might take a while. It's not going to happen soon. But it could happen.
I think we'll see another 16 next year. And we'll see a 15 either by the end of next year or the year after. If we keep throwing FMC scrambles at top solvers, they're gonna hit gold eventually.
It's bound to happen.
Gambler's
fallacy, maybe.
99% of FMC solvers quit right before they're about to get a 15 optimal scramble.
Yeah. One of the things that I think is interesting is that out of all of the 4 record holders for single, only one of them is even top 20 for mean, and that's Sebastian, and that was only Sebastiano, and that was this year. So like it is kind of interesting the difference in the very, very top competitors between the two.
I have a chance, is what you're telling me. I got a chance.
Yeah. No, but I also think we'll see sub 20 mean before sub 16 single. So
I think that's fair, but also
because mean is 24.
If a top level FMC solver gets a 16 in a mean and like counts like a 20 and a 21, not counts, but it's like a 20 21 or 21 22, like we'll definitely see sub 20. I think we'll see several sub 20 means before we hit we'll see several people best God's number before.
Oh boy.
God, he's forever
tainted, wording it.
Forever tainted FMC.
Yeah.
Congrats again to Jacob on the world record.
Yeah. And very actually, impressive. One more thing. Do you guys ever think that at this point, is there ever going to be a possibility where FMC leapfrogs a number? Like, instead of 15, we get 14.
I was thinking that. I was thinking, like, it's like, honestly, if we're looking...
I feel like that I might have heard, like, a thing about, like, even move count solutions versus odd move counts are more common, but That might just be something I
I know.
got in my head.
I know nothing about that. However, I think like when you get down to like generating 15 optimal scrambles, like the percentage, like you can't be that far off from just generating a 14 move at that point. Or
Like
14
at that
move
point,
optimal.
yeah.
I mean,
And
he's
like
not wrong.
it's just
No.
like it's like it'll just be funny, and then like
Yeah.
FMC will be dead. My question, maybe something to think about, but in in 20 years, what do we think it's going to be?
In
Because
20 years,
it can only get so low.
20
there's
years is a
no way,
long
even in
time.
20 years, there's like a 10.
Zach,
No
you would be in your 40s
years
by then.
no, there's no way in 20 years people are still going to be doing FMC.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No.
They'll all switch to clock.
Oh God.
Like, the amount of scrambles you'd have to generate in history to get like anything close to like a 10 mover would just have to be like an insane amount.
It's
Especially
50-50.
considering-
It happens or it doesn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I
I can't tell
guess.
if I made that joke the first time we recorded this or this episode as well. Everyone, welcome back, Eric Sue, to the podcast.
Hello, hello.
I'm not having fun.
It's okay.
It's all right. Happy birthday,
We're
Eric.
just talk-
Happy birthday. check the
Yeah,
balloon on the top right if you guys don't know.
You're really on time with that.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
yeah,
People forgot my
we're
birthday
just
too.
talking about
So,
FMC.
yeah. So we're wrapping up FMC here. Were we in the middle of a conversation or should we?
I think we were.
I think we were
all
good.
good. All right, Asian Championships 2024 just ended. Want to get some of your guys' thoughts. Big eventful weekend. We saw a ton of amazing results. We saw probably the most notable one, another 3x3 world record average from Yiheng, with a 409, 408, 409
Yeah.
3x3 average. Quite a big change also with Yiheng at this competition. No longer sponsored by GAN, now over at the Cubicle, and has switched off of GAN cubes as well. In his first round, competing with a Moyu 3x3, he gets world record average.
It's a sign.
insane.
Everyone
Well,
using
I-
GameCubes, stop.
I was gonna say, there was a great video by Elijah Brown. Shout out, amazing former Pyraminx world record single holder. Made a great video on GAN cubes and the state of them. I can only imagine that Yiheng agrees with just about everything said in that video.
That cube sucks, Carter.
Maybe.
It's the GAN 15. I can talk about it later, but
Oh my god! But anyways, I want to get some of your guys' thoughts, maybe quick on Asian champs as a whole. Maybe any other notable results you wanted to talk about.
Roy Hong Shu.
Yeah, Roy Hung 324, which is
That was
unreal. And
Man.
like the I feel like the top singles prior to this weren't as close to max as 324 is. So like it's like getting closer to that record.
Also, if I'm not mistaken, was it not full step? Like, it was
PLO
just-
skip.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it was crazy TPS.
It was like 14 TPS.
that is insane. And
Average Roy Hung solve, I guess. If he was
Yeah.
okay, look, if you just made him efficient, like instant world champion.
No, I agree.
yeah,
Yeah,
because
I- I
he
think
had some
90
pauses in
billion
that
moves.
in the solve, right? From the
In the 324? No.
no, not
No, you can't have
No,
pauses and have
You don't
14
pause on a
TPS.
3.
or the there was some other solve anyway.
No, I mean, it's just he has so many moves in his solutions. Like, he spams 14 TPS, but then he uses, like, 140 moves and gets a 10. Like, exaggeration, obviously, but you know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I do also think his nerve control might need to be a bit better. I did see him. I mean, like if I got a 3, like the second best 3x3 solve in the world, and then had to solve a couple more times after that, I'm not gonna do good. But I do think he kind of lacked in a little bit of nerve control. Throughout like a lot of the competition. If he can lock down on that, easily looking forward to see what he could maybe do. Did he sign up for Worlds? Does anyone know?
I think so. Yes.
I'd
I would
be
imagine so.
looking forward to see what he can pull off.
Mm-hmm. And
I think
Yeah.
besides Yihang, I think he has the most potential for World Record Single.
I think so.
Really? Yeah, I think
Yep.
that's true.
And I
I
think
get
he's
it.
like even with Yihang too. I think just because his TPS is just absurd. So
Yeah.
if he just gets crazy lucky, like 2.
I guess this is a bit of an old question, but yeah, like when do you think the first 2 is going to happen?
Is Ruhong still sponsored by GAN?
I think so.
When
I
he
would
imagine.
switches.
Yeah, when
When-
he switches, he gets a
when,
2.
when he
Okay.
when he switches
Yeah.
off.
It's probably gonna be in like
Good.
next year. The contract's
Yeah,
probably
early
expired by like the
2025.
end of the month, so
I
I'd
could-
imagine
I'm only-
that
I'm,
his coaches
I'm
are
only
looking.
half joking. Only half joking.
I'm 100% serious.
we are a very serious company here. We don't tolerate funniness.
Well-
with that being said, we'll
Not only, not only Ruihan, but Timofey Megaminx, right? Like 23 single and 27 average.
Oh my god.
Is that like second in the world for both? I think.
yeah.
And that was at Asian Champs.
I don't know a whole bunch. I honestly didn't really follow Asian Champs all that much.
Same here.
Like I got to see F summary as they will always do for me every time. I love it.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
Timon 5x5 world record?
Oh
True.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Is that also
Yeah.
Asian? Again, another one.
And that was like a 30. I don't remember the decimal, but
30.3 something.
Something
Yeah,
very
which
serious.
means
3.8
That's gonna be
stands out.
crazy.
next
Is he a
record is gonna be
5x5 solved with a
something.
2 in front of it? Like what?
Yeah,
Dude.
Mhm.
I'm looking for like maybe like obviously 3x3 is gonna be awesome to watch at Worlds. Like 5x5 is going to be so interesting to see at Worlds next
Oh
year.
yeah.
4x4, like, yeah, it's like I don't care about
Ari!
4x4. Ari Randers Paris.
Ari world
shout out.
champion. Ari
Yeah,
world
Ari.
champion.
But on a serious note, 5x5 has been like it's been back and forth, and I'm really interested in seeing finals for that when the time comes. But we're talking about Asian Championships. Maybe the most important thing that came out of Asian Championships was the live stream and a certain advertisement that occurred during a commercial break.
Yeah.
I want to get maybe listen. This is our only way that we can like clickbait a podcast episode is to talk about double-decker snack food.
Okay, look, I'm
Great
gonna
snack
be
food.
completely honest. I don't know what the hell that is. I didn't see the ad. I didn't see the ad.
I missed out on it
Everyone was
live.
talking
Okay.
about it. I'm like, what is going on?
Here, all right.
Yeah, I
well,
just
I'll
thought
explain it.
everyone changed like their usernames to double decker. Like I don't.
I missed out on it live, same as Carter, but I saw a video of it after, and it's just I'm trying to think of what's like nursery rhyme it bites off, but it's like double decker, tastes so good, great snack food.
Oh,
I forget what nursery rhyme that is. But it's like the most. See how can I remember
It's
that
bingo.
again?
It's bingo.
no, it is not.
No, it is
No,
not.
it's not. I don't know.
Where is
Is it?
pointer finger? Where is pointer finger? Here I am. Like that one? Yeah.
Wait,
Is it where's pointer finger? I never.
No, but then you like do all the fingers.
I'm looking up nursery rhymes right now.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
crazy. Anyway,
Where
my
we don't want to.
God.
We don't want this podcast just to be nursery rhymes, but that was the whole premise of the commercial. And then the visuals were so overproduced. There was also it just felt like a normal commercial, and they were probably paid a lot to put that on there. But that ad played, from what I understand, it was like ad nauseum played on there a lot of times. And at some point, people just started adding the emojis in there, and then chat just wasn't controlled. So
Nice.
yeah, it was an incredible sight to see. I think we should do a double decker snack food review. Like, let's like get the snack.
Brendyn Lynn brought Double Decker home to the Mid-Atlantic region. I can only hope we can sample it at an upcoming competition.
Is he at Manhattan?
I don't know.
Okay. I really want to try it. Like, I really want to try it. That's the next video idea. That's a video idea right there.
All right.
Anyway.
One last thing on Asian Champs though, guys. The 3x3 podium was 532. Like third place. That's ridiculous. Like
It's
I know,
ridiculous.
like sub 5 averages are being much more normalized at the top, but like in a majors finals setting, the podium almost being sub 5, like I guess we can transition to what do you guys think World's podium is going to be? Comparing it to Asian as a
No, it's not gonna be sub 5. It's
I
gonna be
don't
around
think
that.
so.
It's gonna be around
Worlds.
5.4.
Maybe like sub 5 is like probably the upper limit because there's Worlds. It's going to be more pressure than Asian Champs. But I don't know. I'm gonna be bold and say sub 5, knowing I'll be wrong, but hoping that I'm right.
We're good at making predictions, so
Yeah,
I'll say something. I'll say something with you.
Do not lump me in with that. That's on y'all.
Hey,
That's
Will.
you two.
Well, it is
selling
between us.
files.
It is. Explain to
I'll
us the
selling
thought
files.
process. I use the information that we had at the time. We did not have the NA All Stars results. If we had the NA All Stars results, then my mind probably would have been changed. With that being said, I am now more reluctant, now more than ever, to make another prediction video.
Hey, no. We're not predicting people. We're just predicting times, so it doesn't matter.
True.
No one cares.
I'm gonna
So,
go out
like-
on a limb and predict a person and say that Timo becomes world champion.
He deserves it.
I think it's very, 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 very possible.
Listen. I'm a say it. We need some good karma back on the Clicky Studios channel.
God.
I want to see Luke Greiser on the world's podium, and I'm
World's
saying
podium.
I'm saying.
You know who
listen,
else I want on the world's podium? Kyle Santucci.
Listen,
Kyle
it's gonna be
Santucci nerve control.
a
He locked
vicious
down.
battle,
Wow.
vicious battle for world's podium. But Luke Greiser is so locked in currently.
That's
He's
true.
been locked in too. Yeah.
He's been locked in, and if he keeps up this hot streak he had at NAC, second place on the North American podium, only behind Max Park. Like,
That's crazy.
I don't know.
That's
I think
true.
I think we need to acknowledge that he isn't going to like. He might do good and not just put him at 7th or whatever.
We
whatever you guys
put him
at.
lower. We put him lower. We'll say that.
You
But
put him lower.
I don't know why. I don't know what was going.
I
through
did
my
not make
head.
that decision.
We-
I was not there.
When I made that decision, I thought that was a bad decision. I thought 9th wasn't like that great. I didn't think Will would predict the same
No,
exact
you
place.
agreed with it.
I didn't think Will would put the same exact place.
Hindsight is
But
2020.
I was like,
Therefore,
okay,
Hi-
hindsight.
Hindsight's 2020. 9th is a terrible guess though.
Making
It was-
prediction videos with absolutely zero background information means you're just going off the psych sheet.
Maybe don't do that.
Maybe
That's
5.
Yeah,
about-
vibes.
That's about what
That's
it
how I
was
do
on the
March
psych sheet.
Madness. I do March Madness on vibes. And I do good every year because I'm the best.
Did we predict
Do you
T-Bone
guys
winning?
think that?
Yes.
Okay, we did.
Yeah.
right.
Well,
I did.
yeah.
And I was right, yeah.
I don't remember.
That's all that matters. As long as we get the
But,
winner right, so we could start like a winner streak thing. But
The psych sheet currently for 3x3 at Worlds is like very much possible for funnels to be sub 6. Like cut off for
It
funnels.
probably is.
it probably,
It probably
will
will
be.
be.
I don't think it. I
I
don't
think
think.
I'm looking at
it would
like
be anything
top
else.
30 here or something being sub 6. So
Because you have all the American cubers. Well, actually, they might throw on purpose. Well,
on
I can't say
purpose?
that.
What are you talking about?
they're going to be more nervous during semifinals, and I think that could sway the
We did
the.
we did see at NAC. At NAC we had or at North American Champs. huge, not a sell across like several competitors, but cutoff for finals at North American Championships was like 7.3.
Yeah, it wasn't
Or is
sub
it
7. It was not sub 7. It was.
So
Yeah.
like,
I don't know, guys.
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, I don't know, but
Shockingly, though, North America is not the world, so I feel like it's
disagree.
irrelevant.
Disagree. United States.
Yeah, so Brendyn Dunagan been on a tear in clock recently. Doesn't have average yet, but he will eventually. It's gonna happen.
He will.
He already has single and single 2 and single 3. It's just a matter of time.
He has
Yeah,
the
Brendyn,
3 fastest clock singles in the world. So
I'm just gonna rattle this off here. Since his incredible showing in North American Championships finals, which I got to commentate live, still an amazing moment. A 3.2 North American record average that he ended up with, and then since then he has competed in 5 rounds of clock. Each one he has won, and out of those, his worst average was a 319. A 319 sub his winning North American champion average. He has a 305 average, 319, 293, 305, and a 269 North American record average, as well as in terms of singles, 197 current world record, the first person to break the sub 2 barrier, as well as 2 flat, 204, WR2 and 3 results. He's since whatever he switched in his brain at North American Championships finals, it's been paying off great for him, man.
he's on a great run. He really is on a great run. I would say.
I remember doing checking. He since at North American Championships, him winning finals there was his first time winning a clock round in I think almost or over a year.
Yeah. He
So
hasn't I don't think he even podiumed since Nats.
he well no, it was Agora cubing, I believe, or
Agora cubing.
oh wait, no, that was Nats was after. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't.
So-
he didn't.
At that point, he didn't podium.
Since then. So he's crazy. I can only imagine what he's gonna do. Once he gets like a better scramble too, and I'm not saying that like he needs a good scramble.
Give
to
him
get
the
time.
Bethesda scrambles.
Dude, I'm still pressed about that. I'm not.
Me too.
actually.
Honestly,
Clock
I am
ain't that
pressed.
deep. Clock ain't that deep.
No, I know, but like the fact that was my chance for top 100 and I just threw it away because I DNF'd on solve 1, like that's stupid.
I was one tick off from like 9th or
Yeah.
like
You
11th.
were like one tick off from joining the Cool Kids Club. The Cool Kids Club.
Dude, is 265 even top player single anymore?
No.
No.
Then
I don't think I'm even top
What is
player single
top?
anymore.
What is
Am I?
top player defined as? I always forget.
top 25.
25.
Top 25? Okay, yeah. That's...
Carter, are you still top player?
I don't think so. I think I might have
Oh
fallen
my
off.
God.
Washed.
We're
I
cooked.
might be washed. I might be washed, guys. I know. I think I'm almost not top 100 for average anymore, which is
What's your
I'm like
average?
I think I'm in like
God.
the 80s. I'm in free 80, and I'm like in the 80s or something like that.
That's so stupid. I hate this event.
I know. 7 Simul really changed the landscape. Like it really changed the landscape, and you know I don't want to get tinfoil hat controversy or whatever, but what if the developers of 7 Simul gatekept 7 Simul? We'd be living in such a different timeline right now.
I would be happy.
Such a different
society.
timeline.
If we didn't have 7 Simul,
I will
it's just-
say
it's like utopia.
that 7 Simul, I think, made clock different. It made clock different, and they I don't think they knew the amount of power they had, because I think they just thought that 7 Simul would be a competitive method with clock, or like with flip clock, but I don't think they thought that it would actually be a real
Well,
like.
the thing is, I did interview Stanley Chappell at North American Championships during clock finals with Brendyn Dunagan.
Mhm.
And I think before, maybe it was during the interview, but he did mention that he did like discover 7 Simul before anyone else like really did or like cared about it.
Really?
Realizing that it could be solved, and go back and watch the interview if you want. But I think someone had to have figured it out. If they saw one person solving with 7 simul, that they would have locked in and like, wait a minute, what's going on here? And we would have figured it all out. So I don't know. I think it was bound to happen that we were going to get a breakthrough like this, but like, God, does it hurt?
Yeah.
Like it hurts for someone who got into the whole flip thing, and then I think when I was sort of reaching my peak, I would say, or at least my peak with flip, this huge rock called 7 simul came crashing down, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm doing this. So it's kind of weird making that transition over, and being also, I think, I don't want to like toot my own horn, but I think I might have been one of the last people to join like the flip craze, or like the flip. I don't think that's true. I feel like there were more people after me, because I know Brendyn and I, we started grinding at around the same time, but he got better than me. I know that. And Carter Thomas also started grinding after me. So I think you can go, but
I do think that there's still room to be pushed with clock. Like, we thought it was dead originally with Eric Kasparek's average.
That's true.
And versus like, yeah, we're screwed. And like, now it's like we're totally fine.
Yeah.
I do want to see where we push 7 simul flip. I remember when that method was first discovered, or like realized a little over a year ago now, I think. Kind of got laughed at. Like, just like pick a struggle. Like either flip or do 7 simul. But we're seeing people like Jaden Lin, Carter Thomas, really pushing away for
Reed.
7 simul flip. And is Reed doing flip? Or
I think so.
we're seeing like big names really adopt this new method, and I mean, I've personally switched to it. I'll save
me
that
too.
for the personal opinion section.
Wow,
But
okay.
I've already noticed like it feels so much better than normal 7 simul, and I don't know. I think we still have a ways to see clock go.
Yeah.
I would be happy
I'm
to
switching from original B-Pole, which is just like worse in there's so many ways. And even though the memo's a little bit harder or dumber, whatever, once you get it down, like my solves just feel better. Even though the times are slower still, they feel better.
I feel like there's not as much eye movement with Tommy's 7 simul compared
The optics
to
are so much better. B-Pole is hard to look ahead. Like it's impossible.
we're nerding out about clock. Let's talk about.
I'm so out of this.
actually. I
Shut
can
up.
actually do it now. Like, actually, no, all right, that was bad. All right, we're gonna cut.
Looking back to
Oh, never mind.
okay.
Never mind. Will finish up.
Well, I was just gonna ask, like, looping back to Brennan, have any of you tried any of the single scrambles?
No.
I haven't.
No?
No. I'm gonna do that
Alright.
after this episode's over.
Okay, so that's the episode so far, but we have a couple of things. We can see Will's wearing this beautiful jersey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Will, where do we buy that?
Get to the back.
Where do we buy that jersey, Will?
You can just go to clickystudios.com and we have a little jersey section for you.
Yeah, you can
And
buy.
you can pick them up right there.
Yeah, you can buy those jerseys for $39.95, or you can get the customized version with a $10 surcharge, but it has your name on the back and a custom flag. So go.
Please
check that
buy
out.
them. It fuels my ego.
It does go to Eric. Some of it does go to Eric. I will say.
I made them.
And he also
done
made
yet?
them.
That's true, yeah.
All right, we're done. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Oh, because you can't be okay.
Oh no, I was just hating.
Oh,
All right, bro.
all right. Do we keep that in? We
It's
keep that
crazy.
in. Anyway,
Yeah. Just,
let's talk about some personal
Another
achievements.
thing. No. You're forgetting.
What am I forgetting?
Are you guys looking to get concerts to your next tickets to your next concert or game or comedy night?
Oh, yeah. Are you guys looking to get tickets to your next concert or game? Well, finish it up.
Well, you might as well use SeatGeek. And you might as well use your code Clicky Studios for any eligible purchase.
Yeah, you can get $20
Gives you
off.
20% off? Yeah, $20
$20.
off. Sorry.
And that will it is genuinely really useful. Like I've heard people use
See,
that
I was
code.
figured that you'd wouldn't put that in the podcast. I was just bringing it up as a joke. But then you actually wanted me to do an ad read.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we can do that ad read. Yeah, so that link's gonna be in the
No.
description below if you want it. All right, we're done with the sellout stuff. We don't need the sellout stuff. All right. Anyway, let's move on to our personal achievements and goals. What we've been working on as of late. I'll start with we'll go in the reverse or not. We'll go in the order of the intros. So, Will, what have you been working on recently?
What have I been working on? Very, very busy for school stuff lately because it's that time of year with exams and such.
Yeah.
But when I can cube, I've just been working on Skewb 1 looking. That's been the story of my past, since NAC. I don't know. I think I just need more time to commit cases and stuff to memory, but I also got a new 3x3. It's kind of dope. Diane, because I'm weird like that, but also I'm cheapskate, so I'm not gonna spend $40 on a 3x3. And that's about all I've been doing, really. I went to Colonial competition. That was the worst feeling comp in terms of turning.
Oh,
But
God.
also I was the best competitor there for some of ranks wise. I was top 6 in every round of every event. So that felt good, but it was better.
All right, Zach.
So same boat as Will. I've been busy with school a whole bunch. Semester is wrapping up. On pace to a PR GPA pace for my first semester.
Man, okay.
But school's wrapping up, so I haven't been cubing a whole bunch. In terms of what I have been doing cubing wise, I switched to 7-cycle flip, as I mentioned. I have a competition in 2 weeks, so I'm gonna see how that goes with it. I don't really care about clock anymore, so I have also been grinding 6x6 because that feels fun, and I'm admittedly getting old now. This is the only event I have to look forward to anymore. Because I'm not doing blind events. Otherwise, no. I mean, I just been nah.
Okay, fair enough.
Nah. Otherwise, I just been chilling. I'm kind of coasting through things right now, and just waiting for Worlds.
It's a long wait.
Yep. Yeah, honestly, me too. I don't have a comp scheduled until Worlds, which is insane. I haven't really been doing anything keeping wise except for throwing a bunch of random lube into whatever I can find and just seeing what happens.
Experimentation, the scientific.
Yeah. Except way less because I don't have resources or anything.
Huh.
I got into a college. That's good. Number 1. First one.
Oh, you got in?
I got into Temple, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Rock on.
Took a week somehow. I don't know. So I'm just gonna wait till I don't know, school. I'm just coasting, going through the motions. All my apps are done, so I'm just kind of existing right now.
Pretty good. In terms of me, yeah, school is a wreck. I started Clicky 6 months ago, to this day, 6 months ago.
So 2 days from today, but today.
Today, because it's uploaded
For you?
today.
For
That was
us,
a really
nothing.
that was a really aggressive point. Like today,
You.
like yeah.
Today.
Only you can watch Clicky
Only you.
videos. Only you can use code Clicky at SeatGeek
No, wait,
for
we should say
$20
Only
off your
you
first
can buy the
eligible
Clicky
purchase.
Studios jersey.
It's
and
code
get the
Clicky
money.
Studios. But
Should
anyway,
say like a
I-
random name.
Like I used it.
Should
Wow.
Say like
Wow.
a random
Okay.
name, like
But,
you,
dude, I
Daniel.
will.
I haven't bought
I
tickets to
will.
anything in like a million years.
I just bought Tyler tickets.
But when you do,
Oh my god.
all right, all right.
You fraud.
Anyway, yeah, I've been working on, I guess, clock, and I've been enjoying this GAN 15. I know we just did a whole segment about not enjoying GAN cubes, but to be honest, like I kind of rock with it. I haven't rocked with a great GAN cube in a while. You guys probably may
This
know
is
the
better.
story. You may know the story of this cube. This is the, well, actually, this is the GAN 14 I brought to Pretzel Mania. I think Eric knows the story. Eric knows the story,
Yeah.
right? Does it still
Yeah.
smell? Oh yeah, it does. Okay. So I'm gonna put that back. You will never know why it smells because I'm never uploading that video that we made for that.
Good. Don't.
Anyway, yeah, I've been working on GAN 15. In terms of the Clicky Studios stuff, we have a lot of really fun opportunities and content that we're making for the next couple months next year until the next, I guess, the end of time technically. That sounds.
I got something.
So respectfully, I don't think I'm gonna be making content in the year 50 billion.
I don't think I'll be making content either.
Maybe for Carter here. End of year summary vlog. I enjoyed Sweet 23. Are we gonna see some more 24?
Ooh.
Wait, is that the name I made in your car? Some more.
No, but maybe it was. I don't know. That was off the dome. So like, sort of. I'm nice like that. Hire me once I get fired.
Yeah.
You're not getting
That's a
fired.
bar.
You should quit though.
that's a bar.
The
Quit,
WCA
quit, while,
does
quit while you're
something.
ahead. Quit while you're ahead.
Yeah, cash out.
Yeah, maybe something at the end of the year. Why not? I can throw something in.
You might want to start because it's November.
It is
It's
November.
halfway through November.
I started that whole thing in the last week of December during my winter break. So I made the
Wow.
whole thing. It was too much time. It was too much
Yeah,
time. It was not a very sweet 23 ending, but it's more sour.
We ball. Shut up. We good.
Sour sweet god.
Yeah, we can just end it now.
Sour.
Yeah.
Thank you
I'm
guys
trying
so
to-
much for watching
die.
No Comps on Mondays. We really hope you enjoyed this new episode format, or maybe not necessarily the new format, but the new video that we have going on here. Let me know if you guys enjoy it, or maybe you guys don't like seeing our faces. Maybe you really read like that. We like we like showing up on camera. Today we talked about predictions for when world registration is going to fill up. We talked about the +2 Skewb world record single. We talked about Jacob Sharon Brown being the 4th official competitor to receive an official 16-move FMC single. We talked about Asian Championships, Ruhang's 3.24, the Asian Championships podium, a lot of Asian Championships results, and most importantly, the double-decker tastes so good, great snack food. And we also talked about Brendyn Dunagan's clock results. And finally, as always, we rounded off the podcast with our personal goals and achievements. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to use code Clicky Studios at SeatGeek or support us by buying the merch right here, Clicky Studios, go to clickystudios.com and you can learn more information on how you can do both of those things. We're also accepting staff applications as of today. Those close, I believe, on November 30th. So you might want to get those in if you want to join the crew here at Clicky Studios. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next Monday, because remember, there are no competitions on Mondays. We'll see you then.
Thanks for watching.
I'm gonna throw up.
How much did you spin, man?
Dude, I couldn't spin with you guys. My headphones have cables.
L.
L.